And welcome back to the Discount Motors pregame show. And joining me now, head coach Zach Rubisam. Zach, great win the other night against UCCS.
Yeah, toughness, gritty. Didn't guard how we wanted in the first half, and our guys cleaned it up in the second half. A lot of credit to our guys and how they're playing right now, for sure.
Well, I'm sure that's over with. Distant memory. I have to tell your ball club, hey, we're on a nice roll right now, but now we're back out on the road, and here's where we can make some hay.
No doubt. I mean, 2 words of the day, really. One is urgency. Don't wait. We want to attack right off the jump, and then, we want to be as tough as our moms. And what I mean by that is moms show up every day. It doesn't matter if they're tired. It doesn't matter if they're sick. We've had 4 games in 7 days. Just be as tough as your mom and keep showing up.
Yeah, bringing a tear to my eye, bringing my mom, old mom Ida, passed away about 8 years ago, but made me think about it, and exactly right. That's you just want to be tough.
Be tough as your mom, man. And we just want to show up, keep doing what we're doing. Understanding that it's not going to be easy tonight. CCU's playing well. They have good fundamental players. We got to come in and dictate and, force them to give in.
Well, Colorado Christian, the way I watched them and kind of followed them this year in some of their games, they're a tremendous team if you let them be. If you kind of get on them early, make them wilt a little bit, you can have your way. But if you let them in the ball game, they're problems.
No doubt. I mean, especially in their building, right? The tin shed, I think they call it, small environment in here. It's going to be loud if there's people in here, so we got to attack right from the jump. We don't want to wait. We have to have urgency. We got to go right away.
Well, in the first matchup this year, defensively, you really did get after them and caused them a lot of problems.
Yeah, we did. And, I told them we guarded their butts in the first game, and we got to do the same thing again. Just like we want 40 minutes of our second half defense against UCCS. And if we do that, we'll be in good shape. And they're going to give us opportunities offensively, so keep playing and keep being confident.
Well, it's kind of getting that way around the league. The reputation is there. The Thunderwolves, you're going to have to bring your lunch pail and really work hard against you guys.
Yeah, and I'm so proud that we've taken on that identity because that's what we've been preaching for 6 months. And our guys feed into it. They feed off the energy. They feed off the togetherness. They feed off the defense and rebounding. So formula doesn't change. Now we just got to go execute it.
Well, with that said, though, the temptation when you come into this building, I mean, it's a great shooting environment. You got to feel good when you come in here offensively. Hey, we could have a good night.
Hey, no question. And we want to have a good night offensively. We just want to have a better night defensively. So hopefully we can put 1 and 2 together, and it'll result in a big Thunderwolves win.
All right, good luck tonight.
Appreciate it, Jim.
Thunderwolves head coach Zach Rubisam back with more of our Discount Motors pregame show. It comes your way next on Fox Sports Pueblo. Ready for Thunderwolves basketball here tonight as they take on the Cougars of Colorado Christian. Here are your starting lineups. First for the Thunderwolves, it'll be Sam Howery, 6'1" senior out of St. Mary's High School in the Springs, 4.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, averages 3 assists a game. Mac Terry, 6'4" sophomore out of Castle Pines, Colorado, went to Rock Canyon High School, 6 points, 2.5 rebounds, 4 assists a game. Dylan Sanders, 6'4" junior out of Aurora, went to Colorado Preparatory Academy, 10 points, 4 rebounds a game. Kyron Allen getting the start, 6'7" junior out of Commerce City, went to Eagle Ridge Academy, 7 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. And Jordan Blair, the leading scorer for the Thunderwolves, 6'6" sophomore out of Keller, Texas, 14 points, 7 rebounds a game. Zach Rubisam in his first year as the head coach of the Thunderwolves. For Colorado Christian, they'll go this way. It'll be Zachary Reed, 6'3" junior out of Indianapolis, Indiana, 4 points, 1.5 rebounds a game. Their leading scorer is Pierce Bazile, 6'2" senior out of Lincoln, Nebraska, 18 points, 3.5 rebounds a game. Schaefer Reichert, 6'3" senior out of Colorado Springs, went to Doherty High School, 6.5 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. Joshua Reed, 6'7" senior out of Havelock, North Carolina, 10.6 rebounds a game. And rounding out the starting 5, the brother of Pierce Bazile, it's Porter Bazile, 6'7" junior out of Lincoln, 12 points, 5 rebounds a game. Liam Simmons is the head coach of the Cougars in his second year at the helm.
The assistant coach for the Cougars is Davon Jackson. The head coach of the Cougars hit a 6.
We're about set to go. Thunderwolves in their road blue, white numerals, red trim. Colorado Christian in their home white. Powder blue numerals, dark blue trim. We sit courtside in the corner here at the shed. Thunderwolves will be moving right at us here in the first half as we're in the corner. Boy, the crowd has picked up here for the women's game. Had a nice representation, but it is a full house here on this side of the court. Good atmosphere here at Tough Shed Arena. It'll be Joshua Reed, the dump center, against Kyron Allen. Ball's in the air. Tap is controlled by the Cougars. Reichert will bring it across the timeline. Hand the ball off. They'd like to keep the ball hot around the perimeter. Zachary Reed up top to Bazile, onto the right side to Reichert. Hand the ball off. Three-pointer on the way by Bazile, way off the mark. It's an air ball. Ball saved on the baseline. The Cougars save it again, but they're out of bounds on this time. On the second save attempt, they were out of bounds, so it'll be Thunderbolts ball. Crowd on their feet. They are into it here. Here's Terry in the backcourt. Gets it ahead to Howery. Howery to Sanders. Sanders in the forecourt. Avoids the trap and gets rid of it to Mac Terry. Terry with it at the free throw or the midcourt line. Directing traffic. Gets rid of it up top to Howery. Howery working around the screen. Goes up top to Blair. Shot clock is at 6. Down low to Allen. Ball poked away out of bounds. It'll belong to the Thunderbolts. Only 4 on the shot clock here. So the Thunderbolts have to go in a hurry here. Terry to inbound it in the corner right in front of the Colorado Christian bench. Gets the ball inbounded to Sanders. He'll force the three. It's up, in and out, no good. Allen bats the rebound outside to Blair. Blair drives right down the lane. Nice dish. Shot up, no good, but a foul. And Kyron Allen will go to the line and shoot a pair. He got waxed right at the cup. Great pass that time by Jordan Blair. And Kyron Allen line to shoot free throws. He's only 49% on the year, 16 out of 33. First toss is up and good. Would never know he struggles with that one. That one was right through there. Thunderbolts of the team shoots 70%, average 13.5 makes a game. Second free throw good, so Allen hits a pair. Thunderbolts off to a good start. They lead it 2-0. Reichert will bring it across the timeline. Run the weed game. Reed gives it off to Reichert. Reichert up top to Reed. Now to Reichert. They play catch on the perimeter. Now to Bazile. This is Porter Bazile. Down the lane he goes. Stuffs it home with the right hand. Porter Bazile with authority. Makes it 2-2. Fans love that, as well as they should. Here's Howery. Gives it off to Terry. Ahead to Howery. Howery gets it across the timeline. Now to Terry. Fans want defense. Howery up top to Sanders. Works around the screen. Into the paint. Gets to the cup. Doesn't take the shot. Hands it off to Terry. Teardrop no good. Rebound to Pierce Bazile. Gets it ahead to Reichert. Reichert on the right wing. Dribbles to the top of the key. And threw it away. Wanted to go into the corner to Zachary Reed. Reed was trying to cut back door. And the pass went in through the outdoor. A little dedication to Led Zeppelin. Some of our younger audience have no idea what I'm talking about. Here's Howery. He'll bring it across the timeline. On the right side to Terry. Terry gives it off to Sanders. Sanders lobs it to Allen. To Blair. Blair moves in. Nice dish underneath. Faking, going up and laying it in is Kyron Allen. Defense really overplaying Jordan Blair when he comes into the lane, and that opens it up for Allen. He has a quick 4 here for the Thunderwolves. Up top, this is Porter Bazile. He backs his way down, goes up, and a lot of contact, no call. Rebound to Howery. Howery across the timeline on the fly, hands it off to Terry. Holds it up. Howery's open. Three-pointer on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Look out. Rebound in the corner. I thought that was coming into our lap. Zachary Reed gets it ahead to Reichert. Reichert across the timeline. Into the corner. Lob it up top. Reed drives into the paint. Stumbles his way through there. Into the corner. Quick drive to the baseline by Reichert. He's tripped up. Foul on the Thunderwolves. Jordan Gregory, one of our referees tonight. Of course, one of the greatest basketball players ever to be produced in the city of Pueblo. He's now an official in the RMAC. Ball on the left side. Here's Reichert, drives the baseline. Underneath the basket, comes outside. He stepped on the baseline. So a turnover on the Cougars. So it'll be Thunderwolves ball, leading it 4-2. Full court pressure here, but Thunderbolts just have to be patient. They'll break it. There's Howery. Gets it across the timeline to Terry. Now hands it off to Howery. To Terry. Shot clock down to 12. That's one thing this little trap does is take some time off the clock. Blair drives into the paint, now backs out, pulls up a little 18-footer, missed it. And the rebound to Bazile. Hands it off to Reichert. Reichert across the timeline for the Cougars. Top to Bazile. Now to Reed. They play catch around the perimeter here. Here's a drive to the hoop by Bazile. Running right-hander missed it. And the rebound to Blair. Thunderbolts want to run it. They don't have numbers, though. Blair recognizes it. Now a little stop-and-go move. Gets downhill and drew the foul.
Personal foul to the Cougars, number 4.
Foul on Schaefer Reichert, the man with two last names. And they're going to give Blair a couple of shots here. College basketball definitely more liberal now about the free throws on continuation. They call it the gather. They give you the benefit of the doubt that you're going to shoot it. Blair, 66% from the free throw line. That's one area he needs to really focus on down the stretch. Gets the second, 1 out of 2. 5-2. Thunderbolts by 3. 16:20 to go here in the first half. Reichert on the left side to Reed. To Reichert into the corner to Porter Bazile. Porter Bazile spin move. Takes it right at Blair. Got underneath him, drew the foul. I think it might be on Kennis on the reach. Nope. They're going to call it on Blair.
His first personal foul, second team foul.
First foul on Blair.
Number 13, Porter Bazile.
Thought they might have ticketed Kennis on the reach who's into the ball game, but instead it's on Blair. So 2 free throws upcoming for Porter Bazile. It's up, clank, no good. He had the emphatic dunk to start the game for the Cougars. 72% on the year, 52 out of 73 now on the update. Rattles that one home. So it's 5-3, Thunderbolts by 2. Now they don't press this time. They back out of it. They're just going to pick up the Thunderbolts man-to-man defense. Terry across the timeline, hands it off. Bryce Reel into the game now for the Thunderbolts along with Kennis. Here's Allen. Backdoor feed to Terry, can't get the shot off. Reverses, hands it off to Kennis. Down the lane he goes, up and under, left the layup short, but he drew the foul. And Kennis will have a couple of free throws when we come back. Timeout on the court. 15:46 to go here in the first half. Thunderbolts lead at 5-3. Thunderbolts basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
Well, definitely one of the better atmospheres we've been involved in this year. Here at Tough Shed Arena, they get after it. Not a lot of people in here, but it's jam-packed. Probably 600 maybe. I don't know what this place holds. Can't hold much more than that. They make a racket, though. And they have great music selection. The DJ, my compliments to the DJ. You got to stop the rock. One more for Kennis on the way, and he missed the second. So 1 out of 2 for Kennis. 6-3, Thunderwolves lead it. On the right side, Bazile with it. Up top, they work the ball around the perimeter. Jimmy House into the game for the Cougars. They start to sprinkle some subs into the game here. Andrew Reichert's in as well. Ball on the left side to Bazile. He drives the baseline. He's in. Layup good. Here's Bazile with the bucket. 6-5. Thunderwolves by 1 here in the early going. Reel with it. Drives to the right wing. Cross-court feed to Kennis. Fakes the three-pointer. Drives into the paint. Running right-hander. Good. Jay Kennis swooping in. Lays it in. It's 8-5. Top. Here is Reichert. Left side. Up top of the key to Reichert. Reichert drives in. Hands the ball off. Here's a drive to the hoop. The other Reichert, he missed it. Went over the back on the rebound. No call. Adam with the rebound for the Thunderbolts. Let him go a little bit here. That's all right. Kennis brings it across the timeline. As long as it's both ways, we have no problem. Let them battle it out. Here's Terry. Top of the key. Drives into the paint. Goes outside. Sanders for three. It's up. It's good. Dylan Sanders, when you let him spot up for three, it's close to automatic. 11-5. Thunderbolts by 6. Here's Schaefer Reichert with it. Goes up top to Andrew Reichert. The brothers play catch. They feed it outside into the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Basil. No good. Rebound to Reichert. They want to run it. Reichert, well, Ryle hands it off now to Sanders. They get back. Sanders going to drive to the basket. Reverse shot up, no good. Tapped outside. It belongs to the Cougars. They have a break opportunity. Here's Basil down the lane. Running right-hander good. Here's Basil with 4. 11-7. Thunderbolts lead it by 4. Here's Terry with it for the pack. Hands the ball off to Kennis. Now to Reel. Reel works around a screen. Up top to Sanders. Left side to Kennis. Kennis going to drive the baseline. Feeds it into the corner. Reel's open. 3 ball on the way. Hit the side of the backboard. No good. And the rebound of the Cougars the other way. Andrew Reichert has the ball knocked away out of bounds by Terry. Well, that was a rarity. Whenever you see Bryce Reel miss a shot, you're really surprised. When you see him hit the side of the backboard, you're flat astonished. So the Cougars are triggered in. They get it in to Reichert. Hand it off. Here's Basil. Another running right under. Missed it. The rebound to Adam. Fans wanted a foul call. They don't get it. Here comes Sanders across the timeline. Swoops into the lane. Hands it off outside. Faking the three-pointer. Kennis had the ball poked free, and the Cougars have the steal. Good defense there by Colorado Christian. Schaefer Reichert gets it ahead. Hands the ball off now to Lincoln Cantrell is into the ball game. Another guy with 2 last names. They specialize in that here at Colorado Christian. Ball knocked away and stolen by Adam. Gives it off to Sanders. Sanders across the timeline. Hands it off to Kennis. Thunderbolts lead it 11-7. Kennis probing. Gives it off to Howery. Howery working around the perimeter. Now to Reel. Reel gives it to Sanders on the right wing. Right in front of the Cougar bench. Steps back. Fires a 3. It's good. They went underneath the screen. That's a big mistake. Dylan Sanders buries it 14-7. Thunderwolves with a couple of touchdowns. Here's Reichert in from the right. Missed it. Rebound to Howery. Howery across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Holds things up. Gives it off to Kennis. Top to Reel. He's open. 3 ball on the way. Missed another one. Well, Bryce off to a slow start here tonight. Back come the Cougars with it. Basil with it. Up top to Reichert. Reichert to Basil on the right side. This is Pierce Basil. He drives the baseline, gets in, goes up and hits. Pierce Basil with 6. He's the leading scorer for the Cougars. Averages 18 a game. He's proving it right now. He's fearless. Thunderbolts lead it by 5. 11:40 to go here in the first half. Kennis with it. Gives it off to Reel. Now to Sanders. Sanders to Howery at the top of the key. Right side to Kennis. Kennis hands it off to Howery. Howery a ball fake. Now goes to Kennis. Works around the screen. He'll launch a 3-pointer. It's way off the mark. I'm not sure Zach Rubisam was enamored with that shot selection. He just kind of shrugged his shoulders and says, what was that, dude? Ball on the right side. Here's Basil. He'll launch from downtown this time. Missed it. Follows his own shot. Has the rebound on the baseline. Missed it. Rebound to Kennis. Ahead to Howery. Howery across the timeline to Sanders. Sanders a little jab step. Doesn't take the shot. Goes to Howery. Howery wants a screen. Right side to Kennis. Into the corner to Reel. Reel outside to Kennis. Now to Sanders. Sanders going to launch from downtown on the heat check. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound to the Cougars. I think Sanders felt like, hey, I hit my first 2. I'm going to try another one here. Didn't drop. Ball on the right side. Basil with it. Into the corner. To Schaefer Reichert. To Jared Lloyd Jr. is into the game. Up top, 3-pointer on the way by Cantrell. Way off the mark. And the rebound loose. Bodies hit the deck. Howery gets the rebound somehow ahead to Reel. 2 Thunderwolves getting up. Howery and Kennis are back in the play now after hitting the deck. 10:08 to go here. A lot of extended play without a whistle. Here's Real, top the key. Three-pointer's up. This time, Bryce hits it. You didn't think he'd miss three in a row, did you? Timeout taken by the Cougars. 9:59 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead it 17-9. Pack basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
And welcome back to Lakewood, Colorado. Thunderwolves lead it 17-9. Thunderwolves with three three-pointers so far in the game. Cougars have yet to hit a three-pointer. Therein lies your difference in the game. Fans are rowdy, that's for sure. All inbounded. Ezra Guest into the game now for the Cougars. He has it in the backcourt. He's being trapped. Corbin Garver in the game now for the Thunderwolves. They got a trap situation, but they're able to break out of it. Guest gets rid of it. To Lloyd. Shot clock down to 15 already. Basil up top. Zachary Reed on the right side. This is Guest. Hands the ball off. Basil down the lane. Goes up, missed the dunk. And the rebound to Corbin Garver. Flat missed the dunk right off the back iron there. The Thunderwolves a chance to get the lead to double figures here. Garver bounce pass to Blair. Look out, double team comes from behind. Blair chased out of there, gets rid of it. On the right side to Reel into the corner. Garver for three, high arching shot, no good. And the rebound to the Cougars. Reel passed up the three to go to Garver. I think Reel should have taken it. But of course, I know all. Ball up top. Here's Guest. Into the corner to Basil. Lobs it down to the block. Now backing his way out of there is Lloyd. Back to Basil. Basil into the paint. Into the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Swish. Zach Reed, the first three-pointer of the game for the Cougars, makes it 17-12. Thunderwolves by 5. 8:30 to go here in the first half. Terry works around the screen. Now backs out of there. Goes right side to Reel. Reel down low to Allen. Double team, gives it off to Terry. Terry double team, gets rid of it to Reel. He's open, three-pointer on the way. Missed it, and the rebound belongs to the Cougars. And the ball off. Here comes Guest with it for the Cougars. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead it 17-12. Ball in the corner to Basil. He's the man to watch. Up top, faking. Lloyd into the paint, fakes again, goes up, and they call the foul on the Thunderwolves. Who's this going to be on? On Reel. I thought for a moment they're going to call it on Jordan Blair, and if there was, I was going to have to run over there and fight somebody. 7:48 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead it 17-12. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Blair into the paint, down the lane, cut off, gets rid of it to Terry. Terry working around the screen. Defense has been excellent so far by both teams. Here's Kennis, right side. Blair drives in, steps back, and fires and hits. Jordan Blair from downtown has 4. 20-14. Thunderwolves lead it by 6. Ball on the left side. Zachary Reed with it. Up top, they work the ball around the perimeter. Left side to Porter Basil. He works around the screen, falls down, ball's loose on the deck and stolen by the Thunderwolves. Garver has it 2-on-1, goes to Allen and threw it off Allen's shoulder and it goes out of bounds. That should have been a dunk by Allen, but the pass just grazed off his shoulder. Maybe a little bit too much heat on it there by Garver. Thought it was going to be a signature play. Ends up being a turnover. Here's Reichert with it on the right wing. Holds it, bounce pass to the baseline. Basil, he's double teamed, in trouble. Gets rid of it, almost threw it away. Somehow grabbed by Reed onto the left side. Bobby McWard into the game now for Colorado Christian. He doesn't see much action. Here's Porter Basil backing his way in, goes up left hand and hits. Porter Basil with 5. It's 20-16. Thunderwolves by 4. Kennis gets it across the timeline to Sanders. Down the lane, into the corner. Blair won't take the 3 there. Now backs out of there. Comes up top. to Terry. Terry hands it off to Kennis. Kennis probing, backing his way down, gets rid of it to Terry. Terry, a little jab step, 8 on the shot clock. To Blair. Blair going to move in, gets downhill, down the lane, lost it. Just as he thought he was going to gather and dunk it, instead he lost the ball. Here is Reichert, in from the right, hands it off down the lane. Basil, right hand hook up and in. So Thunderwolves missed on a couple of straight opportunities in this game, and they've given up layups on the other end. Going to feel like they should be up by 8 or more here. Instead, it's a 2-point game. Here's Terry. Holds things up. Right side. Blair fakes, drives baseline. Goes in strong. Missed it. Flushed home on the follow by Kyron Allen. 22-18. Thunderwolves by 4. Here's Reichert across the timeline for the Cougars. Hands it off to Joshua Reed. Reed on the right side to Reichert. Reichert plays pick and roll. Down low. Nice play. Layup good. Joshua Reed with his first bucket. 22-20. Thunderwolves by 2. 4:50 to go here in a fast-moving first half. Not a lot of whistles. Here's Terry across the timeline for the pack. Gets instructions from Zach Rubisam. Going to run a set play here. Give it off up top. Kennis thought about the 3. Doesn't take it. Stop and go move by Kennis. Gets down the lane. Running right-hander's good. Nice move. Good finish by Jaden Kennis. He has 5. It's 24-20. All the offense in this game, it seems like a lot of hard work right now for both teams. I'm going to grind it out on each possession. Here's a drive in the paint. Running left-hander. Missed it. Rebound to Allen. Hand it off to Terry. Terry across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. See if they can make the Cougars pay for that miss. Sanders drives into the paint. Gets downhill, and he lays it in. Sanders with 8. Fans out here yelling at him, shoot it, shoot it. He ran right by him and laid it in. Says, here, take that back to you. Take that back to your dorm. Ball on the right side. Here's McWard with it. Gives it off to Reed. Zachary Reed with it. Foul away from the ball. Holding foul on the Thunderwolves. Timeout on the court. We'll sort it out when we get back. 3:39 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead at 26-20. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
CSU-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
26-20, Thunderwolves by 6. I got to admit to you, folks, I have no real feel for the way this game's going to turn out right now. It's anybody's game here. Even though the Thunderwolves are up by 6, it's going to be hard work tonight. Ball on the left side into the corner. Lloyd drives the baseline. He's cut off. Dips his shoulder into Kennis, flips it up and in. Well, Lloyd got a little separation there with the shoulder into Kennis. It was just enough room to flip it in. 26-22. Thunderwolves by 4. Sanders on top. Gets rid of it to Kennis. Kennis probing. Into the corner to Sanders. Sanders steps back, doesn't fire. Into the corner, threw it away. I think he wanted Kennis to stay in the corner that time, and Rubisam not very happy with the choice that Dylan Sanders made there. He says, move the ball. 2:55 to go here first half. Thunderwolves lead at 26-24. Here's Pierce Basil. Down the lane he goes. Into the corner, faking, moving in. Lloyd up top. Three-pointer by Reichert. No good. Rebound, Kennis skying in the lane. Pulls it out for the Thunderwolves. Kennis at the top of the key. Starts to drive. Bounce pass down low to Adam. Offensive foul on the Thunderwolves on Ty Adam. Trying to get position down on the block, and Ty threw an elbow to get some separation. Zach Rubinson nodding his head, says that's a good call. Yeah, I agree. I think Zach now telling him, say, you know, but you missed the first one when he grabbed him around the waist. On the left side. Here's Reichert in the corner. Basil. Basil dribbles around the screen, takes it right at Adam. A lot of contact, ball knocked away out of bounds. It'll belong to the Cougars. Referee's too schooled to bail out Basil there. He just kind of threw his arms and his neck and everything out of the way there, trying to draw a call, and the officials weren't buying it. Timeout taken.
CSU-Pueblo is challenging the previous ruling.
And, well, Zach Rubenstein is going to challenge this call here. He's saying that should be Thunderbolt's ball here. So we'll see what turns out to be. Thank Craig Law, our State Farm insurance agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Craig Law sponsoring the Keys to Victory. We were a little tight in our pregame show. I had a chance to bring him to you, but keys to game tonight for the Thunderbolts. Just got to be tough. Got to be strong with the ball. It's a hostile environment. When you're going to drive it into the basket, drive it with authority, hold on to the ball, don't give up easy turnovers and breakouts the other way. So far, they've been pretty tough in this game, as have the Cougars. But the Thunderbolts haven't allowed any easy breakouts for the most part in this game. For Colorado Christian, I think they need to hit some shots from the perimeter. So far, only one three-pointer in this game. They average 8 three-point makes a game. Thunderbolts average 9. That's one of the differences in the two ball clubs. Other than that, a lot of the numbers look the same. You go up and down. So there's your minor keys to the victory, brought to you by Craig Law. This portion of the game brought to you by Prickmore Alignment. Thank Rick Prickmore. You got a car, little crooked truck rolling down the road. You need to get it straightened out. Get it into Prickmore Alignment over there on Prairie. Certified nicest guy in town is Rick Prickmore and his entire staff. Proud sponsors of Thunderbolts Athletics. All injury timeouts tonight brought to you by Longevity Chiropractic, my personal chiropractor out of the St. Charles Mesa. Not like most chiropractors when you go into one waiting room for about 30 seconds, go into the other one for 30. They come in and they act like, you should be greeting them with bowing down to them. They crack your back. 30 seconds later, you're out the door. That's not the way it works out at Longevity Chiropractic. Whole body approach there, plus a large selection of homeopathic products. Get you back in the game. Ball on right side, Reel with it. Moves it off to Howard. To Adam. Adam at the top of the key. Looks back door for Kennis. Can't find him. They're trying to post up Kennis down low. Here's Reel. Bounce past Adam. Jump stop. Offensive foul. No, they call a blocking foul. Blocking foul. Adam says the basket should count. Now they're trying to decide here. Ty Adams saying, why wasn't there continuation if it's a foul on the drive? So they do not give him continuation. That would have been a stretch. That would have been a big-time stretch to give him continuation there. So as it is, I think it was a stretch that the Thunderbolts got the benefit of the call. I thought it was a charge on Adam myself. Ball inbounded to Kennis in the corner. Shot as the shot clock expiring off the back iron, no good, and the rebound belongs to the Cougars. Long feed up ahead on the right side. Pierce Basil drives the baseline in with the right hand, and it's in. Pierce Basil with 8. 26-24. Thunderbolts lead has been cut to 2. They've led by as many as 8 here in the first half. That's when it was 17-9. Here's Howery dribbling around the screen into the corner. Reel fakes, drives in, outside. Kennis can't get the 3 off. Hands it off now to Terry. Terry starts a drive into the corner to Kennis. Shot clock at 5. Kennis will launch a 3-pointer air ball. Hands it. And Kennis gets the salute. So now the Cougars a chance to tie the game up, maybe get the lead with a triple here. That was excellent defense by the Cougars. Reichert across the timeline. Hands the ball off to Basil. On to the right side, dribbling around the screen. Reichert hands it off to Basil. He gets downhill, shot blocked. That's a jump ball. And on the alternating possession, it belongs to the Thunderwolves. Good defense there by Mac Terry. Stoning Pierce Basil at the cup. Reel to inbound the ball, gets it in to Terry. Thunderwolves lead at 26-24. Terry across the timeline, hands it off to Reel. Now to Sanders. Sanders holds it, gives it off the reel. Down low to Adam, fakes, goes up, and banks it in. Good strong move by Ty Adam. And we have a whistle, and I'm not sure what the whistle was for. Maybe delay game on the Thunderwolves. 28-24. Thunderwolves by 4. 30 seconds to go in the half. Here's Basil on the right wing. Goes up top of it. Here's a drive to the hoop by Lloyd. Back pass outside. Joshua Reed for 3. In and out. It doesn't go. That's a foul on the Cougars, I think. Oh, no. They're going to say it's on this end on Jordan Blair on the rebound. I thought Blair got undercut there. Instead, they call the foul on Jordan. That's his second. To my defense, the play is way down on the other end of the court. I'm here on the baseline on this end. It happened on the other baseline. Ball inbounded to Reichert. Up top to Basil. Into the corner, Reichert. Reichert drives into the paint. He's cut off. Hands the ball off. Driving down the lane. Reed goes up. Missed it. Tap try. No good. Foul on the Cougars, I think, this time. Foul on Schaefer Reichert. That's his second. So now the Thunderwolves with 7.5 seconds to go here. And now they take a timeout. The old take it or leave it timeout. So Thunderwolves will go gather around their head coach and figure out what they want to do. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Colorado Front Range Roofing, Jim Sprague and Company. The Front Rangers. You get your roof done. Look to the Colorado Front Range Roofing as well. Thank Jim Sprague. Thank him for his service to this country. Baskin Robbins, 2 locations, one on Prairie, one out in Pueblo West. Got to drive through each location. Treat yourself to a double scoop today. I always go chocolate chip and baseball nut. They're my 2 favorites, but Jamocha Almond Fudge is making its way around the turn for the stretch. 5 seconds to go. Ball inbounded to Sanders. 4 seconds to go. Sanders dribbles around the screen. Goes up. Running right-hander. No good to draw the call and didn't get the foul call. And that will close out the first half. Hard-nosed basketball here tonight. It's a defensive struggle. Kind of plays into the hand of the Thunderwolves, don't you think? They lead it here at halftime, 28-24. Petco halftime report comes your way next on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
And welcome back. Thunderwolves leading here at halftime, 28-24. Thunderwolves 10 of 25 from the field, 4 of 13 from downtown, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Colorado Christian identical, 10 of 25, but they've only got 1 3-pointer in the first half. Therein lies your difference in the game. They're 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Thunderwolves 4 of 6. Cougars out rebounding the Thunderwolves right now, 14-13. Each team with 5 turnovers. Each team with 4 assists. It's about as even a ball game as you could have. Individually, Sanders with 8 for the Thunderwolves, 6 for Allen, 5 for Kennis off the bench, 4 for Blair, 3 for Reel, 2 for Adams. Howery and Terry failing to score as well as Garber in the first half. For Colorado Christian, they are led by Porter Basil and Pierce Basil. Pierce has 8, Porter has 7. 4 points for Jared Lloyd, 3 for Reed. That's Zachary Reed, spelled R-E-E-D. Joshua Reed, spelled R-E-I-D, with 2. Individual rebounders in the first half. 6 for Pierce Basil to lead the way for both teams. Kyron Allen with 3. Howery, Kennis, and Adam with 2 apiece for Colorado Christian. 2 assists for Kennis to lead in that category. 3 assists for Schaefer Reichert to lead for Colorado Christian. Second half comes your way in 2 minutes. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
15:53 to go here in the second half. Got to like the defensive intensity here of the Cougars. Even though they've lost a point on the scoreboard this half, they are right in the Thunderwolves' grill each and every time, causing them problems. Thunderwolves have to bear down. And there's a foul on the Thunderwolves, trying to fight over the top of the screen. That might be number 3 on Sanders. And it's kind of a crucial call at this stage of the game because Sanders is the leading scorer for the Thunderwolves, has 13, but he'll have to sit out for a while. Gets back-to-back fouls on, he got one on offense, pushing off, and here he gets one on defense. So with about 15 seconds on the clock, he picks up 2 fouls. See how that affects the Thunderwolves. Here's Basil with it, into the corner. Little jab step by Lloyd, backing his way into the paint. Dish it off, threw it away. Good defense there by Kyron Allen.
The Cougars are challenging the previous ruling.
And now we got a challenge here by Colorado Christian. I don't see how they win that challenge. It happened right out in front of me here. Looked like it got just lost by the Cougars out of bounds. But we'll see. See if my eyes are deceiving me. Great selection of premium hardwoods, quality materials for your next project, expert plan bidding. Explore our range of professional grade tools and high quality hardware for all your construction and repair needs. That's at Rush's Pueblo Lumber. Still downtown since 1909. Stay up to date on all things Thunderwolves by subscribing to the Howler. How do you do that? Well, you go to bficcc.com, bficcc.com. That takes you to the Colorado Collegiate Chronicle website. There's plenty of good stuff there to catch up on. But after you do that, then click the button at the top of the screen where it says click here. Do that. And then it takes you to a page. You enter your name and your email address. That's how you subscribe to the Howler. It's the weekly newsletter of the Thunderwolves Athletic Department, courtesy of B-Fish Inc., otherwise known as Tim Simmons. Subscribe to the Howler today. Once again, bficcc.com. Walking Stick Golf Course, home of the Thunderwolves golf team. I saw a social media post today. It's kind of clever. Thunderwolves men's golf team running around the putting green. They had a series of little 4 to 6 foot putts. And if you made it, then you started your running. If you missed it, I don't know what the whole gist of it was. I was listening with the audio off. But a lot of running around the green. I don't know if that's their conditioning program or what. But it was kind of cute. John Riston has the women's golf team in pads this week. They're starting to hit. They're looking for anybody who wants to play them 7-on-7. They do overrule it, say it was last touched by the Thunderwolves. I don't get that one. I was right out in front of me. I don't know how they could see that. I thought live it looked like it was off the Cougars, but evidently not so. And shot clock violation. Now they're going to go to the video review here. The shot was hit, but the buzzer sounded on the shot clock. Did they get it off in time? That is the question. The call on the court is a shot clock violation. Now they'll check it. The officials will review this to see if indeed it was a shot clock violation. This is a correctable error. You don't have to challenge this one. So they'll go over and look at the monitor again. This one's going to be razor thin. And it is a shot clock violation. No basket.
After review, shot is no good, shot clock violation.
That's good news for the Thunderwolves. We've been following a developing situation here tonight. It has happened. Shane Thurston coming over to tell me that it was confirmed, the ruling. So thank you, Shane. Regis, the men's team, has won a ball game. They will not go winless this year. They defeat South Dakota Mines 103-98. So congratulations to the Regis Rangers. It's their second win overall, but their first win in conference play tonight. Thunderwolves ball. They inbounded to Bryce Reel. Reel hasn't been able to find any openings here tonight. He's got one three-point hit. Here's Terry at the top of the key. Now he'll back out of there. Pretty good point of emphasis here by the Cougars. They're staying glued to Reel. Hand it off to Blair. Blair down the lane. Running right-hander is up off the back iron and gets the soft touch. Jordan Blair with 8. 37-30. Thunderwolves by 7. Here's a drive to the hoop by Reichert. He's cut off, gives it off to Basil. Into the corner to Reichert. Three-pointer on the way. Off the iron, no good. Rebound to Terry. Foul on Bryce Reel on the Thunderwolves. Bryce was hoping he got away with it, but he didn't. He was holding the hip of a taller player there. Ball inbounded to Reichert. He drives the baseline. He's cut off into the corner. They swing it outside. Three-pointer on the way. It's good. Jimmy House. He's not a stranger to hitting threes. His 18th three-point hit of the year, but only his first basket of this game. Didn't really see that one coming. Thunderwolves lead at 37-33. This is going to be a grinded-out affair here. Here's Terry. Hands it off to Blair. Blair steps back, doesn't fire. Into the corner. Terry's open. Three-pointer on the way. Missed it. Rebound. Thunderwolves have it. Blair has it. Goes up. He takes the hit, and he draws the foul. Hits the bucket. Chance for the three-point play. Great hustle there by Terry. Crashing the boards.
Personal foul to Cougars, number 13, Porter Basil. His second personal foul. Team foul, number 2.
They haven't put the bucket on the board yet. They've got a basket's got to count. There we go, 39-33. Now they've addressed that. That's a correctable error. So now Blair a chance for the three-point play here. He throws up, and he missed it. Kennis chases the rebound down for the Thunderwolves. Outside to Terry, doesn't take the three. Now they'll set up the offense here. 39-33, Thunderwolves by 6. Terry on the right wing, up top to Reel. Now to Terry, he'll launch from downtown. Missed it. Rebound, Kennis chases down another offensive rebound. His second on this trip. 13:30 to go. Shot clock down to 12. Terry into the corner to Reel. Now to Kennis. Kennis going to try to do it all himself here on this possession. Fadeaway shot up, no good. Rebound to Adam. Underneath the basket. No, but he was fouled. So the Thunderwolves getting 4 cracks at it. We'll get Ty Adam to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Personal foul to the Cougars, number 10, Josh Reed. His first personal foul, team foul, number 3. And the line for CSU-Pueblo, number 21, Ty Adam.
Adam on the year, 72% free throw shooter. It's up and good.
Hit for CSU-Pueblo, number 1, Sam Howard. Hit for the Cougars, number 21, Ezra Guess.
Howard into the game. Terry will come out for a rest. Adam hits them both. This matches the biggest lead of the game for the Thunderwolves. They led it by 8, 17-9 early on in the first half. This is their biggest lead of the second half. No time to relax. 13 minutes to go. Here's Basil. Goes outside with it. To the other Basil. It's Porter. Hanging it off to Pierce. Pierce, a spin move in the paint. Running right-hander. Missed it. And the rebound to Blair. And he's attacked and fouled. Fourth team foul on the Cougars. Jordan Blair playing tough in this game.
Personal foul for the Cougars, number 3.
Foul called on Joshua Reed. Now the Thunderwolves have a chance to get the lead to double figures here. Howery in the backcourt to Reel. Reel jumps it ahead to Kennis. Kennis now to Howery. To Adam. To Kennis. Kennis on the left wing. Dribbles into the paint. Into the corner to Reel. Reel dribbles around the screen. Down the lane. Ends it off to Howery. Howery probing. Goes into the lane. Goes to Adam. Free throw line jumpers up off the back iron. No good. Rebound to the Cougars. Wasted trip there for the Thunderwolves. Could have got the lead to double figures. Didn't get really the shot they wanted. And that's a travel. They don't call it on Jimmy House. Up top to Reed. The House on the baseline, fouled by Kennis.
Personal foul to CSU-Pueblo, number 11, Jaden Kennis. His
First foul of the game on Kennis. Fifth team foul on the Thunderwolves. First half, we only had 9 team fouls called combined. We're already at 9 here with 12:09 to go in the second half. Officials starting to tighten it up a little bit. Ball inbounded to House. Hand it off now up top to Reed. Reed on the wing. Goes down low. Porter Basil up top into the corner. Quick fire jumper on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound to Kennis. Off the miss by Jimmy House. Into the corner. Blair fakes the three-pointer. Drives into the paint. Skids to a stop. Gets rid of it. Goes outside to Kennis. Kennis right side to Howery. Now left side to Blair. Blair drives into the paint. Stop and go move. He was bumped and fouled. Another foul on the Cougars. As Jordan Blair being tough with the basketball, drawing attention. Thunderwolves will have it when we come back. 11:33 to go here in the second half. Thunderwolves lead it by 8. That's their biggest lead of the game. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
And welcome back to Lakewood. Thunderwolves lead it by 8, 41-33. Thunderwolves basketball. Howery will trigger it in on the baseline. A fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ball inbounded to Blair, way out top. Thought about the three. Drives into the paint. Gets downhill to the cup. Gets it into the corner to Sanders. Three-pointer on the way. Missed it. Rebound. Blair fouled him. Went over his back. Another wasted trip for the Thunderwolves there. Had an opportunity. Didn't make it pay off. Third foul on Blair. So Blair with 3. Sanders with 3. That could be a problem as we wear on here in this game. Not a lot of fouls called in this game, but you're worried with Sanders and Blair with 3 apiece, especially the aggressive nature of their game. Here's Reed with it, Zachary Reed for the Cougars. They're down by 8. They drive it to the hoop, running right-hander, missed it. They get the offensive rebound up and good. By Joshua Reed. They crashed the boards that time, 41-35. Key time of this game right now. Thunderwolves have had their way of it here tonight. Here's Kennis into the paint, gives it to Adam on the baseline. Ball stripped away and stolen, and Adam sprained his ankle. He is hurt in the backcourt. Here come the Cougars. They have numbers. Three-pointer on the wing is good. And now we've got a timeout to address the injury to Ty Adam. He sprained his ankle. Zachary Reed with the 3, and the lead all of a sudden has been cut to 3. It's 41-38. And now the concern for Ty Adam. He rolled his ankle big time there on his drive to the hoop. And he's not able to put any weight on it whatsoever as he hobbles his way over toward the sideline. Trying to put a little pressure on it. It's not working for him. They're going to Probably take that shoe off, put another tape job on it. Ankles are funny. Sometimes you can get back in the game, especially when you have a history of ankle injuries and foot injuries like he has. Sometimes you just tweak it. It's a little scar tissue breaking free. Get back in there. Either that or he might be out a month. You never know. Ball inbounded to Kennis. To Howie. Howie to Kennis. To Howie. Howie to Kennis. Bad pass. Deflected. Saved. They get it across the timeline just in time. And now they may want to go to a video review. They reset the shot clock in error here. That's what they did. Howery got it across the timeline with 21 on the shot clock. Then they reset it in error. But now they've only reset it to 27. I don't get that. I don't think Carter Christian ever had possession there. I don't think it's going to matter much in the grand scheme of things. Kennis at the top of the key, dribbles it off his foot, regained it somehow. Up top to Sanders. Sanders starts to drive. He's cut off. Goes to Reel. Reel drives in. Little teardrop up and good. Well, they're overplaying Bryce Reel on the three-point shot, so he took it to the hoop that time, hit the teardrop. 43-38. Thunderbolts up by 5. Porter Basil with it. Hands it off to House. Back to Porter to House. Right side. This is Joshua Reed into the corner. Schaefer Reichert. 2 on the shot clock. Down the lane, and he lost it out of bounds. It would have been a shot clock violation anyway. Good defense there by the Thunderbolts. Terry back in the game. Howery will come out. Allen's in the game, by the way. He came in when Adam got hurt. He'll probably have to go the distance here. Here's Terry. Gets it to Reel across the timeline. Thunderbolts lead it by 5. 9.5 minutes to go here in the second half. Right side, Sanders with it. Up top to Kennis. Kennis holds the ball high to Sanders. Stops and pops a 3. It's good. Dylan Sanders came around to curl. Great screen by Allen. Freed him up. 46-38. Again, that matches the biggest lead of the game for the Thunderbolts. They've scored the last 5 of the game. Joshua Reed at the top of the key. Comes left side to Pierce Basil. Basil steps back. Doesn't fire. Goes 46-38. Thunderbolts by 8. How many chances have they had to get the lead to double figures, it seems, here in this second half? Haven't been able to do it. Got another chance here. Kennis in the forecourt. Gets it to Terry. He's mugged. Able to rip it free from Reichert. Terry now on the right side. Gets rid of it to Sanders. Sanders been the offensive star in this game for the Thunderbolts with 16. Works around a screen. Into the paint. Into the corner. Wide open. Terry for 3. It's on the way. Got it! Mac Terry from downtown. His first bucket of the game. And the Thunderbolts do have that double-digit lead. It's 49-38. 8 in a row by the Pack after seeing their lead cut to 3. Ball out top. Here's Lloyd Jr. with it. Turns. Ball knocked away and stolen by the Thunderbolts. Kennis gets it across the timeline for the Pack. Goes crossover with it. In from the left, all the way to the cup and lays it in. Nobody cut him off. Kennis was 7. 51-38. Thunderbolts by 13. 7:45 to go. No time to relax. Here's House with it. Onto the right wing. They lob it down on the block to Reed. Reed comes outside into the corner. House drives the baseline. Jump stop goes up. Not good. 51-40. Thunderbolts by 11. Sanders gets it across the timeline. Weaving through traffic. Gets rid of it now to Terry. Now the Thunderbolts have set it up with 7:15 to go. 20 on the shot clock. Terry directing traffic. Gets it to Reel. Now to Sanders. To Kennis. Up top to Terry. Gets it to Reel. Coming around a screen. 5 on the shot clock. Goes to Kennis. Kennis steps back. Goes baseline. Threw it away. Had to try to force the ball inside as the shot clock was expiring. Allen fumbled it away. Back on the right side. Here's a drive of the baseline by Basil. He's cut off beautifully there by Guinness. Great defense. Basil drives again, tries it again. This time a reach-in foul on the Thunderwolves. Timeout on the court. Foul called on Kennis. His second. All right, take another timeout here. 51-40. Thunderwolves by 11. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
Free throws for Pierce Basil. Basil, 8 points early on in this game. Thunderwolves have neutralized him since then. He's at the free throw line here. Chance to get into double figures. Senior out of Lincoln, Nebraska. 160th free throw attempt of the year. Just his first night, and he hits. If the Cougars come back and win, he'll be right in the middle of it. He's got 10. It's 51-42. They got the lead down to single digits again. Scored the last 4 of the game here. Full court pressure. Blair back in the game for the Thunderwolves. Has him in the forecourt. He's got a nice rest here for this stretch drive. Terry hands it off to Reel. Now to Sanders. Sanders dribbles around the screen. In from the right, cut off. Goes out top to Reel. Reel just cannot get open for any good looks in this game. Shot clock at 8. Lob it inside. Bad pass. It's loose on the deck. Stolen by the Cougars. Empty trip for the Thunderwolves. Now to 6:05 to go. Cougars would love to get a 3 here to get it within 6. House with it up top to Basil. Basil steps back, doesn't fire. Here's a 3-point from the wing. It's on the way. It's good. It's just what they wanted. Jared Lloyd, his first 3-pointer of the night, and here come the Cougars. 7 in a row to get right back in the game. It's 51-45. 5:40 to go. Reel to Terry. Terry on the wing. Up top to Blair. Boy, it seems like that shot clock gets low in a hurry. We're down to 15. Blair drives in. Into the paint. Bounce pass to Allen. Not a good play there. Allen chases it down. Shot clock at 8. Goes to Sanders. And now a foul called on the Cougars. Jared Lloyd trying to chase down. Boy, that was a foolish foul. He fouls Kyron Allen. It was late in the shot clock. Thunderwolves were in total disarray. And that foul bails out the Thunderwolves offense here. They get it in to Howard, so they get a fresh 20 here. Ball on the left side to Terry. Terry drives the baseline, cut off, stop and go move, keeps the dribble alive. Still has the dribble alive. Into the corner to Blair, 8 on the shot clock. Blair's going to go one-on-one here. He's going to fire a 3-pointer instead. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound to the Cougars, foul. No, traveling is the call. As Reichert got the rebound, then fell down. Everybody in the house thought they were going to call a foul on Allen, but Allen had bailed out. And so Thunderwolves get an extra possession here. They got to take advantage of these kind of opportunities here. The third chance on this possession. Ball inbounded to Blair. Blair starts a drive into the paint, steps back, fires from the free throw line, missed it. And the rebound to Reichert. Here come the Cougars. They're on a 7-0 run. Here's Reichert, pulls up, down low, Porter Basil, bounce pass underneath to House. House retreats. They go outside with it. Here's Basil moving into the corner. House for 3. Missed it, an air ball. They get the rebound. Reverse up and in by Schaefer Reichert. His first bucket of the game is 51-47. Thunderwolves lead is down to 4. Here's Blair. Thunderwolves were in complete control. They led it 51-38, but 9 straight here by the Cougars. Sanders, he traveled, got away with it. Outside, they hand it off to Blair. Blair pulls up in the lane. Outside to Terry. Terry down low. Bad pass, foul called on the Cougars. And that'll put Kyron Allen to the free throw line. Foul on Reichert is his third. So Kyron Allen to shoot the front end of the 1-and-1 here. He's hit his first 2 tonight, but on the year, just a tick above 50% now with those 2 makes. 18 for 35. He throws up, missed it. Here come the Cougars. They're within 4. We're at the 4-minute mark here of the second half. Just when you thought the Thunderwolves had this thing in complete control, the Cougars are right back in it. Into the corner. House can't get the 3 off. Goes up top to Basil. Basil will probably try to get downhill here. Here he comes, trying to turn the corner. On Reel to the baseline. Throws it outside. 3-pointers up. It's an air ball. They get the rebound, though. Shot clock at 4. They've got to hustle it up. They force it. It's on the way. It's good! 2-point shot by Lloyd. He has 9. It's 51-49. Ahead, Kennis on the wing. Trying to bait him into shooting a 3 there, but he knew it would have been a bad move. Timeout, Thunderwolves.
Timeout.
Boy, the Cougars have come back with 11 straight after the Thunderwolves opened up a 13-point lead. Timeout on the court. 3:21 to go. Thunderwolves trying to hold on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
Well, it's an extremely tight-knit campus here at Colorado Christian University in Lakewood. And their students are into it here. As well they should be. Their team has rallied 11 straight. After falling behind 51-38, it was all systems go for the Pack. The Cougars refusing to die, and they're right back in it with 3:15 to go. 13 on the shot clock. Thunderwolves desperately need a basket this year. Kennis gets downhill. Shot blocked by Basil, and they get the rebound. Great defense there. Here come Cougars. Reichert with it. 3-pointer gives them the lead here. Basil gets downhill, floats it up, missed it. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars. Thunderwolves catch a break there. Man, oh man, that might have been their chance. Reel gets the ball inbound to Terry. Now to Reel. Fired ahead to Blair. Blair on the right side. Hands it off to Reel. Up top to Terry. 2:40 to go. Thunderwolves hit by 2. Here's Kennis. Top of key. Dribbles around the screen. Left side to Blair. Into the corner to Reel. He'll launch a 3-pointer. It's up. Missed it. Rebound on the baseline to Andrew Reichert. Another chance to tie it, maybe get the lead for the Cougars. 2:20 to go. Ball outside. Pierce Basil. Gives it off to Lloyd. Schaefer Reichert down the lane, running right hand. It's good! Cougars have come all the way back, and they've tied the game up 51 apiece. 2 minutes to go. Here's Kennis with it. Hands it off to Blair. Now to Terry. Terry moving in. Goes right side to Kennis. Kennis gets down the lane. Running left-hander up and in. What a shot. Oh, my goodness. Kennis with 9. 53-51. Cougars down by 2 with 1:30 to go. Into the corner. Take a 3-pointer. Drive to the baseline. Dish into the paint. 3 seconds anyone. They don't call it. Here's Basil, outside into the corner to Lloyd. Lloyd Jr. starts a drive, gets into the paint, goes outside into the corner. Shot clock at 5. Outside into the corner, can't get the shot off. A foul is called on the Thunderwolves on Bryce Reel. The shot clock was expiring. The foul called, they're going to review it, but the foul was before the shot clock went off. There was 1 second to go on it. Foul on Reel, didn't need to do it. It was going to be a desperation attempt, but he reached in. So with 1:10 to go, they're going to review this. It's going to allow Pierce Basil's going to be at the line shooting 3 free throws here. It happened right from him. He didn't need to do it. It was late in the shot clock. Cougars were scrambling. They got it to Basil. He knew time was expiring. He just tried to force it up. Reel got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, though, reaching in. He fouled him. Make no mistake about it. Only thing they're reviewing now is to make sure the shot attempt came before the shot clock expired, but I thought there was 1 on the shot clock. So I think it'll be 3 free throws for Pierce Basil. It was 2 for 2 from the free throw line in this game. On the year, 118 for 161. He gets there a lot. He makes a lot. Although not as great a free throw shooter as you might expect, only 73%.
After review, 2 shots on the bowling play.
They're going to say 2 shots. His foot was on the line, so only 2 shots. So not quite damaging to the Thunderwolves, perhaps. Basil to shoot a pair. So we're in Lincoln, Nebraska. Free throws up. Got it. On the way. Short. Rebound. Thunderwolves have it. Kennis with the rebound. So Basil misses. So now the Thunderwolves with the ball in the lead. A minute to go. 20 on the shot clock. They're holding it outside. Thunderwolves like to have him go one-on-one here. This is yo-yoing at the center circle. Shot clock at 10. Here goes Blair to work. Spins. Comes outside to Allen. Now to Kennis. 5 on the shot clock. Kennis gets downhill. Running right-hander. Good! Kennis with an amazing shot. 55-52. Thunderwolves by 3. 35 seconds to go. Cougars need a 3 to tie. Ball on the right side. Here goes Basil. Way outside. Starts a drive. Timeout taken by the Cougars. What a drive and shot by Jaden Kennis. He got downhill, got to the cup, spun the finger roll in to give the Thunderwolves a 3-point lead. And now the Cougars have to decide, do they set up for a 3 or do they try to get a quick 2 and play the foul game? What a ball game it's turned out to be here. Thunderwolves had the lead 51-38. Cougars responded with a 13-0 run. Thunderwolves with a couple of tough baskets by Kennis. Basil hitting only 1 of 2 free throws. Hence, the Thunderwolves have a 3-point lead. 18 on the shot clock. 27 minutes to go in the game. It'll be Pierce Basil to inbound the ball. Kennis will pick him up. 3-point shooter is House in the corner. Ball inbound to Riker. Riker tries to get downhill. Now comes outside. Here's Basil for 3 from the top. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound to the Cougars. They feed it out top. 17 seconds to go. They get downhill. Layup's good. So Basil gets the layup. Cougars take the timeout. 13 points for Basil. It's 55-54. So they fought hard to get the offensive rebound. So now it's a 1-point game with 15 seconds to go. Cougars are out of timeouts. They'll still have 2 to go. Thunderwolves just have to hit a couple free throws here to ensure that no worse can happen than overtime. Cougars have won a game here on their home court at the buzzer. I'd have to look here to see who the opponent was. It's not coming to mind right away. Well, here's the inbounds pass. Trouble. They get it into Kennis. They attack him. He gets away. He's tied up. And they call a jump ball. And it belongs to the Cougars on the alternating possession. Kennis tried to rip it away. Thought he was being fouled. Alternating possession belongs to the Cougars. So they can win it here with 9.3 seconds to go. 55-54. Lloyd will trigger it in. Gets it into Reichert. Reichert hands it off. Here's Basil. Slips and falls. Oh, they call a foul on the Thunderwolves.
Personal foul, the CSU-Pueblo, number 1, Sam Howard.
Foul called on Howry. It looked like Pierce Basil just slipped and fell. But they call the foul on the Thunderwolves. As Basil tried to turn the corner, his feet went out from under him. The call is, was he influenced? Free throws up. Missed it! Rebound! Thunderwolves have it! Karma works! Karma worked in strange ways. Ball never lies. It never lie. It never has. It never will. 2.2 seconds to go. So the Thunderwolves trying to survive. So Basil missed the front end of the 1-and-1 there. Sanders at the line. On the way. Got it. Sanders was 17. He'll have one more. On the way. Missed it. Not going to matter. 1 second to go from three-quarter court for the win. No good. Thunderwolves win it 56-54. Everybody, namaste. Namaste. Pack win it. Stay tuned. Cornerstone Roofing post-game show comes your way next. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome to the Cornerstone Roofing post-game show. Thunderwolves win it. They survive, winning it 56-54. You know, I'll have to watch it on the video review. I thought it was kind of a very suspect blocking call, which put Basil to the free throw line. I thought he just came around the curl and slipped and fell. Now, there may have been some contact there. I'll have to see. But I thought he had no business being on the free throw line. I thought it was kind of a soft call to try to change the outcome of the ball game. But Basil went to the free throw line and he missed. And that's like the ball never lies, folks. It'll never lie. And the Thunderwolves end up with the rebound. Sanders hits one free throw. That's all they needed. Although, you know, they could have hit that shot from three-quarter court there and won the ball game, I suppose, in retrospect. Wouldn't that have been something? I have seen a shot like that go in once against the Thunderwolves at Westminster. In that case, it was to tie a game in a same situation from about a little past half court. So I guess it was possible, but it was long. So they survived. And just what an effort. What a gritty, gutty effort from Carter Christian. But then the Thunderwolves coming up with the big baskets down the stretch. And Jaden Kennis getting a couple of huge drives to the basket to pull this one out for the Thunderwolves. Our interviews are coming your way next. This is Cornerstone Roofing postgame show on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
And welcome back, Cornerstone Roofing postgame show. And joining us are Chick-fil-A star of the game, Jaden Kennis, finishes the game with 11 points, but most importantly was the 8th and 9th point and the 10th and 11th point. Two critical drives to the hoop there, Jaden, after they tied the ball game. Just felt like the entire ball game, the second half, it was your kind of game, kind of a tough, scrappy kind of game. I think that played right into your hands.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what I like to do. I like to be physical. That's how we practice every day. So, you know, the ball just ended up in my hands and some of those moments there at the end. So I'm just glad, you know, got them to fall.
Well, it seems like you guys are all kind of schooled in that. You all have that ability. Jordan usually gets that call, but when they're overplaying him, somebody else has to take over. I guess you kind of decide, you realize there's 5 or 6 on the shot clock. Don't have time for another pass. Right. You got to get downhill.
Yeah, and that was the whole thing today. I mean, they were calling fouls. It was super physical. So, you know, coach wanted us to attack the basket, and that's where, we made our money tonight. So, yeah.
Well, I thought that throughout the ball game, you seemed like you had control throughout, had an 8-point lead in the first half. Each time they'd kind of reel you in the second half. Once you got to the 13-point lead, I thought, well, I almost relaxed. I don't know if the team, if you relax in a situation like that subconsciously, but that team over there, pretty good outfit. They don't relax, and they came right back at you.
Yeah, not at all. They're relentless. And I think, there might have been – because that's how games have gone. You know, we kind of get up, and then we hold that, 10, 15-point lead in the past few games. But we knew that they were going to keep fighting, and so there at the end, we just knew we had to, try to find a way to just get a win at the end. So.
Well, and Dylan was huge, hitting three-pointers when you need it. But this was the kind of game, it wasn't a three-pointer kind of game. It was who can get to the hoop and hit the tough shots, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah, and Dylan, he's been on fire, and he's got no conscience. He just pulls it right in your face. It's crazy. So.
Well, I think for you here of late, your game has kind of evolved as the season's gone along. You're kind of finding your role. Earlier on, I think you wanted to be maybe more offensive-minded, but as the season's gone along, you've kind of picked your spots, and it seems like you're getting better and better of picking the right spots, like we saw here late in this game. When they need you to go to it, you go to it.
Yeah, for sure. I think what I've been really focusing on is just playing defense. I think that's the biggest thing, and that's what we focus on, defensive rebounding. So that's what I try to do every night. So that's my main focus.
It's kind of wild the way the schedules worked here. These 4 games in this little 8-day period, 7-day period, actually, when you look at it, when you count the hours that have been on the court. Now you get a chance maybe for a little relaxation for a couple days. Kind of probably feels good at this point, especially after playing 4 games in 7 days.
And especially after getting wins. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. We can go into this weekend, get a little break, rest our bodies. Hopefully, Ty gets healthy. But it's great to do that off of a win.
Okay, we haven't talked to you in a while. What's the Chick-fil-A go-to? What are we going to go to?
The grilled chicken sandwich, probably.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
How about dessert?
Meal.
You like the brownie or the cookie?
I'm not a huge sweets guy, but I'll go like a shake.
Okay, shake's all right.
Yeah.
I like it. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
There he is, Jaden Kennis, our Chick-fil-A star of the game. Well-earned, hard-earned win here tonight. And Zach Rubisam is going to come in now. And Zach says, put that headset down. I got to get a hug from my man here. And you overcome things like that, Zach. I mean, that was crazy. The way you get out to the lead, it's like I told Jaden, I go, well, maybe it was subconscious. I kept saying, we just get the lead to double figures. How many times you had a chance to get double figures, couldn't get it done? Finally get there, and then maybe the relaxation factor hit in. But give credit to the outfit you played. They didn't give up, came right back at you.
Yeah, I don't know if it was relaxation. I think it's a matter of you're in their home gym.
Yeah, a lot of energy tonight.
Yeah, a lot of energy. They have pride too. They practice. They're on scholarship too. There's no quit there. So that's the margins are thin in February, and we won another street fight tonight. And but credit to CCU. Coach Simmons has those guys playing really well.
Yeah, I would not want to play those guys anytime.
Man, but I'm so proud of our guys' toughness, Jim. I mean, I told them in the locker room, and I was like, guys, this isn't a knock, but if you think back to December, when it started reeling, maybe we lose that game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it just speaks to the growth of those guys. Jaden Kennis, was a beast in the second half defensively. The drive he made, I told him in the huddle, Jordan and Jaden, I was like, do not shoot a 15-foot jump shot. If you shoot a 15-foot jump shot, I will lose my mind. Please drive to the rim. And credit to Jaden because he drove to the rim and finished it.
I will lose my mind. That reminds me of an impression of somebody. I have to think of it, but that's a great line you came up with there. You meant it. Kennis has been extremely tough for your ball club. Since the suspension, the unfortunate incident, he's paid his price, and he's come back, and it seems like it's hardened him a little bit. He comes out and plays the game now with more of a purpose. Would you agree with that?
No, I do. And again, proud of him for the response, for the bounce back, to continue grinding. And, it's in a weird way, it's helped our team because it's so nice bringing Jaden Kennis and Bryce Rill off the bench.
Right.
Dylan has been playing well, but to bring that toughness, that mentality off the bench from Jaden Kennis, proud of that kid because he's had an up and down college career, and he's in a program now that loves him, that cares about him. And I think he feels that, and we're still behind him, and he was huge tonight, Jim.
Yeah, I think it's just finding his identity, finding his niche, because he has a certain skill set. It's a unique ability in college basketball at this level to be able to, I call it getting downhill. You got to be able to get downhill to the basket and hit tough shots. It's always pretty to sit out there and float up three-pointers. Even Sanders and I, with all the three-pointers he had a couple really good hard drives to the basket. Those are difference makers.
No doubt, and we have 3 guys that can really do it. Jaden Kennis, who just said, Jordan Blair, of course, that he's a beast getting downhill. And then when Dylan Sanders gets downhill, he complements his all-offensive game. But, offensively, it wasn't pretty tonight. 20 of 45, 44%, 7 of 21 from 3. But defensively, man, just locking in and guarding when we needed it most.
Well, Basil had 8 points right off the bat in this game, and you guys held him without a field goal till late. He finally got one. Right out in front of me. I thought it was kind of soft. I mean, you watch the film, it looked like he just slipped and fell there.
No
and
comment.
You had to be heart had to be in your
comment.
throat, and I'm watching, oh, man. But I always think in my mind, Zach, I say that ball, it has a mind of its own. It's not going to lie.
Hey,
And
you know what I call that, Jim? Basketball gods. Baby.
I call karma too.
The basketball gods, baby.
Karma works in a strange way, doesn't? Well, we talked to Jaden about it. Now it's almost like you got to buy. You've got a couple of days off to kind of regroup. Probably won't be practicing in the gym. Imagine Sunday, maybe go back to work.
Yep.
Get a couple of days off, chance to regroup, recharge, get ready for this stretch drive.
Yeah, whenever you're in the midst of February, it's been a long season. We've been
Right.
going since September 1st. Like, basketball's long. When you can take 2 days off in a row, you need to do it, right? And I'm glad we are coming off 4 wins when we can do it. So we're taking, Friday and Saturday off. We'll do a Special Olympics community service on Sunday.
Nice.
And then we'll get some shots and some skill work. But the whole message to these guys tonight, Jim, was one, urgency. We talked about it before the game. Come out with urgency. And I thought we did that for the most part. It was challenging. And then, continue to show up. Be as tough as your mom. And, we were tough as our moms tonight.
There you go. Exactly. I love that. Where you're tying that in there. All right. We always ask the players their Chick-fil-A go-to. What's your Chick-fil-A go-to?
If I'm trying to go healthy, I do the Cobb salad because the Cobb salad.
I like the Cobb salad.
The Cobb salads are
with
good.
the avocado lime ranch?
Yes.
Oh,
very good.
there we
very
go.
Good, very good.
Kindred Spirit. Do you get the brownie, though, or the cookie?
The cookie. I'm a cookie guy, but then I'll go, Chick-fil-A sandwich if I want one. So
congratulations, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Jim.
Enjoyed that win. There he goes. That's Zach Rubinson. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up here from the Tough Shed Arena right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to the Shed, as they affectionately call it up here in Lakewood. We call it Tough Shed Arena. I need to get it. Whenever we do a ball game here, I need to go to Tough Shed and say, hey, you're going to be mentioned all night. Why don't I just throw us a little dollars? It's CSU Pueblo, right out. Thunderwolves win it 56-54. Let's recap the ball game. Thunderwolves kind of controlled it from the outset. Led it 17-9, 26-20 late in the first half. Cougars did cut it to 2 at 26-24. Thunderwolves got the last hoop of the first half to lead by 4. Got the first basket of the second half, led it by 7. Had that 7-point lead on a number of occasions, 33-26, 35-28, 37-30. Got the lead to 8 at 41-33. Cougars then scored 5 in a row, get it to 3 at 41-38. On the same play, they hit that three-pointer. Ty Adam rolled his ankle. Forgot to ask how his ankle's doing there. I'm going to assume it's like a sprained ankle. Rub some dirt on it, be back next week. That's what I'm thinking. But at that point, thought the Thunderwolves might be in a little trouble. They took the timeout. They responded with 10 in a row, led it 51-38. Cougars then take a timeout. They respond with 13 in a row, tie the game up at 51 apiece. Kennis hits a drive to the hoop to give them a 53-51 lead. They come back. Pierce Basil drives the hoop. He's fouled. Hits one of 2 free throws, so it was 53-52. Late in the shot clock on the next trip, Kennis drove it to the hoop, hit an incredible right-hand runner off glass to make it 55-52. Cougars come back, get a bucket to make it 55-54 after they'd missed a three-point basket to tie it. They got the rebound, hit the bucket to get within 1. They call timeout. They're going to play the foul game. Well, the Thunderwolves inbounded it to Kennis. He was trying to rip the ball free. Looked like he might have been fouled, but they said jump ball. Cougars had the arrow, so 9 seconds to go. They inbound the ball. They get it to Basil eventually, coming around a curl right on top, right in front of me here on the wing. Slipped and fell. Whistle sounded. They called a blocking foul on Howery. I thought it was kind of suspect, to be totally honest. I thought it was a slip. But they called the foul. So Basil goes to the free throw line. 2 free throws could give them the lead, potentially the win. It's the 1-and-1 because he wasn't in the act of shooting because it was when he was coming around the curl. Goes to the free throw line, misses the front end of the one and hit off the back iron. Thunderwolves get the rebound. Sanders goes down, hits 1 of 2 free throws. The second one missed. They got the rebound, 3-quarter court shot. If it goes, they win the game. But it went off the top of the backboard, no good. And the Thunderwolves survive and win it 56-54. Here are the numbers in the game. Sanders finishes with 17. Great offensive night. 6 of 11 from the field, 4 of 7 downtown, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Kennis finishes with 11, 5 of 10 from the field. 6 rebounds, also had 3 assists in the game and a steal. He had a great floor game as well for the Thunderwolves. Also in double figures, Jordan Blair, he finishes with 10. 6 points for Allen, 5 for Reel, 4 for Adam before he got injured and left. Terry with 3. Howery played, did not score. Garver played, did not score. Thunderwolves 20 of 45. That's 44%. They were 10 of 20 in the second half. We'll give them credit for that. 7 of 21 from downtown, 9 of 14 from the free throw line. For the Cougars, they end up with 2 players in double figures. Pierce Basil with 13, Porter Basil with 11. So the Basil twins, 24 of their 54 points. 9 points for Jared Lloyd. He played pretty strong in the second half. 6 points for Reed, 5 for Jimmy House, 4 points for Schaefer Reichert, 10 points for Joshua Reed, 2 points for Andrew Reichert. 22 of 48. That's 46%. Only 4 of 17 from behind the arc, 24%. 6 of 9 from the free throw line, 67%. But 2 critical misses in the pressure cooker late. One to tie the game. The other one, the front end of the 1-and-1. If they hit both free throws there, they lead the game. So, look at it. The free throw line cost them the game late. Thunderwolves out-rebounded tonight on a rare occasion, 27-24. The Cougars out-rebound the pack. Thunderwolves 6 rebounds for Kennis to lead the way in that category. Pierce Basil was 7. Andrew Reichert was 7 to lead the way for the Cougars. Thunderwolves was 7 assists tonight. Kennis with 3 to lead the way. They had 9 assists on their 22 made baskets. 6 of those for Schaefer Reichert. Pretty good floor general there. Each team with 11 turnovers. Thunderwolves with 5 steals on the night. 2 of those by Howery to lead the way in that category. Schaefer Reichert and Pierce Basil with 2 apiece to lead the way for the Cougars. 1 block shot in the game belonged to the Cougars. That was by Reichert. It was a beauty. Other assorted numbers, turnovers, points off turnovers. Colorado Christian won that 14-11. Points in the paint, Colorado Christian 34-24. Second chance points even. Fast break points in favor of the Cougars. Thunderwolves did win bench points. A lot of those numbers point to probably Cougars winning the ball game, but the Thunderwolves just a little bit tougher down the stretch to win it. The IN's Pizza scoreboard goes your way. They're all final. Regis gets their first win of the year tonight in conference. They defeat South Dakota Mines 103-98. Chadron State outscores Metro State 55-32 in the second half. Come from behind win. They defeat Metro 84-77. Black Hill State beats Colorado Mines 87-69. Colorado Mesa, they beat Fort Lewis. They're in first place now, along with Fort Lewis and Black Hill State. All 3 teams now at 12-3 atop the RMAC. It's going to be a wild and woolly race down the stretch. Colorado Mesa with that win, 100-76. Adams State comes from behind, defeats Western Colorado 81-77. Highlands also a come-from-behind win over Westminster tonight, 91-84. On the women's side, Thunderwolves women win a great one, 62-52. They get some help along the line tonight from the conference. Metro did win 71-52. South Dakota Mines over Regis. Black Hill State knocks off Colorado Mines 62-50. Colorado Mesa over Fort Lewis 69-50. Western Colorado defeats Adams State 70-60. And Westminster knocks off Highlands 69-63. That's a bit of a help for the Thunderwolves. All right. That's your IN's Pizza scoreboard. Sign me up for a sausage and pepperoni to go, please. That sounds like what I'll have this weekend. I always say it, and most times I do. It's good stuff. All right. We're going to wrap things up. Special thanks to everybody involved here at Colorado Christian. We got kind of a tough little location to work from, but they make the most of it. Great atmosphere. It always is fun to come here. The fans get into it. They were wild and woolly tonight, and it was a fun atmosphere to do a ball game. But it's always better when it's a good atmosphere and you win, which the Thunderwolves women and the men did. Sports Information Director is Ben Greenberg, typing away to my right here, getting his story done. You can read that on the GoThunderwolves.com website page as well as the Facebook page, all the social media connections for CSU-Pueblo Athletics. Be a busy weekend ahead for Ben. Baseball, they got 4 games coming up this week. And Ty McDonough, thank him for joining us for the women's game. Did a great job. That was fun working with Ty. And never know, might have to have him on the call of a women's game in the playoffs somewhere down the line. So that's the reason we're kind of getting him adjusted to doing it on the radio side. He'll have the call of all 4 baseball games this weekend. Look forward to that on the RMAC network. Paul Plinsky is the athletic director at CSU Pueblo. Paul, hope you enjoyed the broadcast here tonight. Dean Nedens is our producer and engineer tonight of Thunderwolves basketball. Special thanks. We mentioned Ty. We mentioned Andres Madrid. He always sends me the copies of the games afterward, which I can cut up and give you all the highlights of the games as well. All right, my name is Jim Brooks. Reminding you the finals tonight. Thunderwolves women win it 62-52. Men pull out a thriller. They win it 56-54. We're off until next Thursday when we are at Metro State 5:30, 7:30? 5:30, 7:30 from the Auraria Event Center. That's on Thursday night. And then Saturday afternoon, a week from Saturday, we'll be in Golden to take on Mines. That'll be 1 and 3 o'clock for those games. That's your next chance to listen to Thunderwolves basketball here on Fox Sports Pueblo. That's going to do it. For my producer and engineer, for Dean Nedens, for Ben Greenberg, this is Jim Brooks. Good night, everybody.